U.S. Farm Report weather is brought to you by H&S Manufacturing. The new 1200 series Big Dog forage boxes now feature new heavy-duty dual gearbox-driven apron chains and are available in 26 and 30-foot models. Find out more about the Big Dog boxes at the H&S website.
Time now for a check of weather with meteorologist Matt Yurosavik. Matt, talk about some wild weather this week. We're still trying to grasp the extent of that devastating damage left by the more than 30 tornadoes reported across the South. But does the pattern look to be calmer next week?
Yeah, Tyne, it looks like as we head through the next week, things are going to become a little bit more active in the north and west part of the United States. The south, though, will get more rain. It looks like the severe weather aspects might be down to a minimum, though, at least for now, something we'll have to continue to keep an eye on. But I wanted to start out with our drought monitor because we haven't seen many changes, actually a little bit in the way of drier conditions popping up in parts of the mid-south and deep south. Now, we did have rain with this system that brought the severe weather last week, and some of that not factored into this round of data, but will be in next week's round of data. Meanwhile, through the middle of the country, still continuing to dry out. Again, needing that moisture for winter wheat crop there in the middle of the country and the northern tier as well. Still extreme to exceptional drought and still very dry back into the west, but more moisture there over the weekend, kind of shoring up some of that snowpack, and we'll see a little bit more of rain and mountain snow back there, Northern California, as we head through Monday. There'll be another system moving through the really the Rockies there, bringing higher elevation snow and some rainfall as well, and then another warm front starting to break some showers out along really the mid-south and heading towards the Gulf Coast as well. Staying chilly, though, up towards the north as we head towards Wednesday. That first system starts to move its way on through. Cooler air filters into the middle of the country, and then another cold front will bring in some colder air from the north. It starts to dry out in the west, but we keep those showers possible across the center part of the country and into the mid-south. Then as we head towards Friday, something we got to keep an eye on here towards the end of the week, depending on the track and high pressure, how strong that is to the north, we got to keep an eye on this storm because the cold air will be there and there'll be some moisture coming in from the south. All depends on who sees what, rain, snow, maybe even a little bit of mixed precipitation, something we'll have to keep an eye on as we head towards Thursday and Friday. Another system, though, could bring some rain and mountain snow into the west. Now, this jet stream is going to look very active. It's colder up to the north, much warmer in the south, which is where that temperature trend is going to be for this week. But you can see another upper low bringing in some more moisture to the west as we head through this weekend. That's going to keep it cooler in the west, but also more active. So you can see temperatures this week much below normal across the north and into parts of the west, and much above normal down across really the Gulf Coast and into parts of the mid-south. And then the precipitation, it's going to be much of the same. We're going to be active back in the northwest, Northern California there, and then that storm track for this week is going to be right across the center part of the country through the mid-south and up into the mid-Atlantic. And then for next week, the cooler air stays intact up to the north, and this is going to bring in some warmer air again to the south. That's where we get those battle of the seasons, and we could still be looking at more rain in the south, maybe some more rain and mountain snow back in the west, something we'll continue to track. Time?
Thanks, Matt. Well, what caught the attention of the markets after the Thanksgiving holiday? Jim McCormick and Sam Hudson break it all down. We talk markets right after the break.